Hey everybody, welcome back. Today I have a Pilates Ab workout for you. Okay, let's get started. Okay, let's stretch your hamstrings. We want these lengthened for today's workout. So laying on your back in neutral spine, one leg bent on the ground and the other leg stretching up towards you. Now you can grab the back of the ankle, the back of the calf, or even the back of the thigh. So keep that neutral spine and you're gently drawing that leg towards you, stretching the back of the leg. You want to try to keep your hips square and on the mat so they're not tucking up off the mat. That way you'll stretch your hamstrings a lot more. Keep your shoulders back and down, chin tucked in, and enjoy the stretch. Okay, other leg. So inhale T-zone, exhale, draw that leg towards you, stretching the back of the thigh. Now, as I always remind you, when we are working out and stretching, we are just working the muscles. There should be no pain through any joints. So no back pain, hip pain, neck pain, or any other joints. Always go easy with your stretching. Don't force the muscle, and always go at your own pace and take the rest whenever you need. Okay, our first ab exercise today is double leg slide with arm preparation. So we want to start at the base of your mat as our feet are sliding along the floor. So if you do have a pair of socks and you're on the wooden floorboards, please pop them on now. So in a neutral spine, our T-zone tight, our feet hip distance apart and hands above your chest. We're going to inhale T-zone, exhale, slide the legs away and lower the arms over your head. Inhale, draw them back to the starting position. Excellent. So the point here is really to keep that core tight so your back doesn't arch. So keep the rib to hip connection. Sliding out as smooth as you can and sliding back as smooth as you can. That's it. So it's an exhale to slide out without arching your back, and inhale to come back to the starting position. Now just remember, you may not be able to get your arms as low as I or your legs as far. So just go as far as you can while maintaining that neutral spine alignment and not arching your back. Feel the core really engaged to keep the ribs to hips. Nice work. Just check your shoulders are pulling back and down and your chin is tucking in. Now just note you can have your palms facing towards each other, but I have mine facing towards the knee as this is how it is for the next exercise we are going into. I'm just showing what you don't want to do. So you do not want to arch through your back as your legs and arms extend out. Keep your ribs to hip connection. Make the abs work nice and hard. This is a great exercise to warm up your abs, ready for your workout. Okay, moving on, making it harder. Let's bring your knees and legs together, squeezing them tight together, and imprint your spine. Inhale T-zone, exhale, slide the legs and arms away. Inhale back to the starting position. Exhale, curl the body up and extend the legs to the ceiling or sky. Inhale back to the starting position. Beautiful work. So exhale to slide out, inhale to the starting position, exhale to curl the body up and extend the legs, inhale to bring the legs back to the floor and arms above your chest. And again, exhale to slide out. Excellent. When you're curling the body up, really curl the ribs to hips. And when you're stretching out, really keep the ribs to hips so you're not arching through your back. That's it. Remember, you've got an imprinted spine. The shoulders are pulling back and down and the chin's tucked in. Legs are squeezing together. And again, try to make the movement as smooth as possible. Really stretch through the fingers, stretch through the toes. To make it easier, obviously you don't have to go out as far or curl up as far. Beautiful work. Keep that going. Exhale to slide out. Inhale back to center. Exhale to curl the body up. And inhale back to the starting position. Nice work. Okay, the next exercise is toe taps, and this again works your abdominal muscles. So imprint your spine and bring your legs into tabletop. Remember, 90 degrees at the hips and knees, and toes are pointed. Feet hip distance apart. So inhale T-zone, exhale, tap the foot towards the ground, keeping that 90 degrees at the knee. Here we really want to keep our ribs to hips, keep that imprinted spine so there's no movement through your spine and the hips aren't rocking. Make sure your shoulders are relaxed back and down and chin is tucked in. Nice. Exhale to tap the toe, inhale to bring it back to tabletop. Take note, you can make this easier by reducing the angle at the knee and tapping the leg closer towards your buttocks. To make it slightly harder, you can increase the angle and tap slightly further away. Just keep the same angle at the knee at all times. You're not extending and flexing the knee. Keep it at that same angle the whole time. The movement comes from the hips. Nice work. Exhale, tap the foot. Inhale, come back to tabletop. Keep this going. You're doing amazing. So keep the ribs to hips, keep the T-zone tight, keep your shoulders back and down and chin tucked in. Okay, we're making it harder and going into double toe taps. So similar to the last exercise, we are keeping the imprinted spine and keeping the angle at the knee. But this time our legs are squeezed together. So inhale, T-zone, exhale, we're going to tap both feet towards the ground, keeping the same right angle at the knee, the 90 degrees at the knee. Shoulders relaxed back and down and chin is tucked in. Now, obviously to make this easier, you can tap the feet closer or you can even go back to your single leg toe taps. That is no problem. Otherwise, exhale to tap both feet. Inhale to bring it back to tabletop. Now really imprint that spine. You have to make the core work super hard here. You don't want the spine moving. You don't want the hips rocking. That's it. Keep the core tight. It's an exhale to tap and an inhale to bring it back to tabletop. Just check your shoulders are relaxing back and down and your chin's tucked in. The work is coming from your core. The movement is coming from your hips. Nice work. Keep it going. Okay, and they are done. If you're like me and haven't moved to the middle of your mat, let's move to the middle of the mat. Okay, our next exercise is the pendulum. So imprint your spine, bring your legs up into tabletop and squeeze the legs together. Our arms are out to the side, but no higher than shoulder height. That's it. Really keep the rib to hip connection, T-zone tight. And then we're going to lower the legs with control without arching your back to the side. And then exhale to bring it back to center. That's it. So it's really important to not let your back arch. Keep the rib to hip connection. Keep your belly scooped out. That's it. And control this movement. So you really want to use your abs to do this rotation. That's it. Try not to use your arms to push down onto the mat or the ground. That's it. Only go as far as you can without letting the back arch or that shoulder lifting up off the mat. Excellent work. So inhale to go over to the side, keeping the 90 degrees at the hips and knees. And exhale to come back to center. Okay, if you want to make this harder, next time you go over to the side, you're going to extend the top leg. Keep that leg extended, bring it back to center, and then lower the leg back to tabletop. That's it. And then you go the other side. So inhale to lower the legs to the side. Exhale to extend the top leg. Come back to center and back to tabletop. Beautiful work. So again, keeping the shoulders back and down, chin tucked in. Really keeping the rib to hip connection. Use your abdominals to do this exercise. Don't use your arms. Don't use momentum. Really use control. Beautiful. So remember, if the leg extending is too hard, just go back to the normal pendulum. That is completely fine. That's it. Only a few to go. Inhale to go to the side. Exhale to extend the leg and bring it back to center. Good. Inhale to the side. Exhale, extend the leg and back to center. Beautiful work. Last one. Okay, bring your legs back to tabletop and lower them to the ground. Nice work. Okay, next we are doing our abdominal curl with our legs in tabletop. With our legs in tabletop, our knees are still at 90 degrees, toes are pointed, but this time our legs are squeezed together. Interlace your fingers at the base of your head and gently rest your head into your hands. Our shoulders are pulling back and down. With an imprinted spine, inhale, T-zone, exhale, curl the body up, drawing your ribs to your hip bones. Inhale, control it back down. Excellent. So exhale, curl the body up, ribs to hips. Inhale to come back down. Excellent. Make sure you're not pulling with your arms or pulling on your head. Keep those elbows wide, shoulders pulling back and down, and chin tucked in. Really use your abdominals to do the work. Keep that imprinted spine. There should be no movement through your spine or hips. Your knees should stay directly above your hips at 90 degrees, and your toes should be pointed. Excellent. To make this harder, you can curl up a little higher. To make it easier, don't curl up so high. Okay, next we're doing an oblique curl with our legs in tabletop. So this time our legs are hip distance apart. Keep that imprinted spine, keep the T-zone tight, and next time you curl up, it's right rib cage to left hip bone, then come back down, and then the opposite way, left rib cage to right hip bone, and then come back down. So it's the same as before. Exhale as you curl the body up. Inhale as you can control back down. Just remember, don't pull with your arms, don't use your upper body, you're using your abdominals. Keep those elbows wide and the head resting in your hands. Keep the knees directly above the hips. Keep the 90 degrees at the hips and knees and the toes pointed. Nice work, keep that going. Exhale to curl the body up. Inhale to control back down. Just check your shoulders are pulling back and down. Check your T-zone is tight to prevent your hips from rocking and the spine from moving. That's it. Keep pointing through the toes. Try to really curl the body up, getting your shoulder blades off the ground. Now, if you do want to make this a little bit easier, feel free to pop your feet on the ground, go into a neutral spine, and continue with your oblique curls. That is completely fine. Just remember, when your feet are on the ground like this, it's a neutral spine. But if you want to make it harder, keep your legs in tabletop, imprint that spine, really scoop out the belly. That's it. Exhale as you curl the body up and across. Inhale as you control back down. Nice work. Okay, next we're going into the crisscross. So we're putting your oblique curl with a leg extension. So curl the body up and we're going to hold this position. You're going to curl the body across towards the leg that stays in tabletop and extend the other leg out. To make it easier, your leg doesn't have to go out as low or as far. And you don't have to keep the curl up. You can rest the head on the ground in between reps. That's it. And your leg doesn't have to go out as low, so you can go higher and not as far. But if you want to make it harder, if you're up for the challenge, let's keep the curl up. Keep the rib to hip connection. Really lengthen out that leg as low and as far as you can. That's it. Really curl the body up and across, trying to get that shoulder blade off the ground. You're doing amazing. Keep these going. Exhale to curl the body across. Inhale to come back to center. That's it. Really scoop out the belly. Make sure your back is not arching. If you do feel the back is arching, your leg is going too low or too far. So only choose the level that is right for you, where you can keep the belly scooped out and the lower back imprinted. Remember, you can take the rest whenever you need. That's it. Rest the head on the ground in between reps. Will make it easier on your neck. That's completely fine. That's it. Keep those elbows wide, shoulders back and down, chin tucked in. Nearly there, only a few to go. Keep it going. Last one. Well done. Give your knees a well-deserved hug. Beautiful work. Okay, we're moving on. We've only got a few exercises to go. So the first one is a high plank. So we want the shoulders directly above your wrists. We want a neutral spine. Really scoop out that belly. From here, We have a straight line from the crown of the head through your glutes to your feet. We don't want your butt to stick up in the air. We don't want your lower back to sag or any of your back to sag. So really scoop out your belly, push the ground away, keep those shoulders back and down. And then from there, we're going to do a slow climb. So one leg at a time. So knee comes towards your chest, exhale, inhale to put your foot back where you got it. Now, anytime you need to rest, just drop your knees to the ground and do a knee plank. That's no problems. That's it. Otherwise, exhale, knee towards your chest, keeping that neutral spine, keeping the hips square. Keep lifting up through the upper spine, the head, so the head should not be hanging towards the ground. One straight line from your crown of your head to your feet. Beautiful work. You've only got a few to go. Keep it going. Excellent work. Take a little rest if you need. And we have one exercise to go, and that is the plank with a leg lift. So coming back to that high plank position where your hands are directly under your shoulders, neutral spine, really scoop out the belly. From here, flex your foot back, squeeze the glute, and lift the leg without arching your back or letting your hips rock. That's it. Keep that nice neutral spine, tummy super tight, ribs to hips. Exhale to lift the leg. Inhale to lower. Beautiful work. You've only got a few to go. Keep it going. We are so close. You have done so good today. Take the rest in a knee plank if you need. Excellent. Breathe the exhale to lift. Inhale to lower. Keep it going. Now you've only got a few to go. You're doing so good. Stay with it. Really push the ground away. Lift the upper spine. Keep breathing. Well done. You smashed today's workout. Well done. All right, let's go into a nice press stretch. So you're just going to sink your bottom back towards your heels. And then lengthen out your arms in front of you. Straighten those arms. And then the body lowers towards the ground, getting a nice stretch under your arm, the lats, and maybe a little bit of your lower back if it's tight. And then just breathe naturally. Let your body relax into this position. Just remember, you're really trying to lower your hips towards your heels, towards your feet. Okay, and that is done. Now we're going to come up on your all fours, knees under hips, hands under shoulders, neutral spine, and we're going into a cat-cow. So it's an exhale to arch your back up, stretching through the vertebra, tummy super tight, and then inhale to go the other way. I don't generally hyperextend my neck. I just look towards the top of my mat. That's it. Exhale to arch the back up. Inhale to lower it down towards the mat, flexing and extending the spine. That's it. Just make sure you're keeping your T-zone super tight at all times, and you keep pulling those shoulders back and down away from your ears. Last little bit. Enjoy. And your Pilates ab workout is done. Well done. You did amazing today. I hope you enjoyed today's Pilates ab workout as much as I did. If you have any comments or questions, please feel free to leave a comment below. And I look forward to seeing you for our next Pilates workout. If you haven't already, remember to subscribe. Oh, and I'll link up my activewear label, ARKHE below. Check it out.